What's up, everyone? This is the Mindset of a Hustler podcast. I'm Miroslava, and this is episode 14. I am very excited to introduce you my guest today, Michael Garcia, who is an LGBTQ advocate, social media influencer, and the owner of Michael Garcia Media. So, Michael, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's an awesome podcast. I've been listening to it, so I'm super excited to be on it.
Appreciate it so much. And I know you are such a busy individual. So please tell me a little bit about Michael Garcia Media to start off with.
Okay. So Michael Garcia Media is a social media management company. So I manage social media accounts for small businesses. I do it based in Denver, Colorado, and California. So I have clients on both ends. So I do that. And then I also do a section of photography and just digital marketing as well. So I do a little bit of everything.
Nice. And how did you get involved in that? How did you start?
I started speaking, actually, since I'm an LGBTQ advocate. I started speaking at events, and my social media started to grow. So I started to get asked how, my social media started to look so good, and how did I gain my following. And I just kind of grew it from there and just started taking on clients and just enhancing their social media pages.
Did you always want to be a speaker?
I hated public speaking. If you knew me in high school, I was so shy, I didn't talk or anything. And I had a great mentor who kind of pushed me out of my shell. And she kind of pushed me into speaking. And, now I can speak at any event. And I'm very confident now to speak. But I wasn't before.
How big was the first event that you spoke at?
The first event I spoke at was probably 300 people. It was at a Pride, and it was LA Pride, and it was one of their smaller Pride events for their center.
So from being shy, you were ready to speak at 300 people event?
I remember it, and I was pretty nervous. I even had a script still in my hand. So it was pretty nerve-wracking, but when I knew that I was doing something bigger than myself, I didn't matter. It was more about the purpose. So That's what kind of helped me overcome that fear.
And then how do you transition from being a speaker, an advocate speaker, to a social media influencer, let's say, and running your own media company?
I really tried to see how I can take a step back for my health and, for me mentally, because when you're speaking, you're putting your life out there and you're putting your story out there. So it can be very draining. So when I realized that, I was I need to do something else, but in the same field, and because I love the media, entertainment industry, all of that events. So I was how can I take what I've learned and my experiences and turn it into something that I can build off of in my career? And I think I've been able to do that just with speaking and social media.
No, I love it. And what is one piece of advice that you would give someone right now? So due to COVID, I think everything has turned into becoming more social media, digital marketing. And if someone is running a business right now, is there just one piece of advice that you would give them to enhance their media?
I would say take advantage of your local social media influencers. If you're a small business in a restaurant, maybe, exchanging a gift card for some social media exposure. I really, really push taking advantage of all those social media influencers so you can build your brand that way, because digital marketing is huge right now. And you're on Instagram every day and you see. So what I've found and what I've learned is that all the businesses I run, we have built a huge foundation through social media and social media influencing. So I really try to push that.
No, I love it. When you're talking about your social media influence that you have, your media company, you're constantly busy. It's tough to even sit down with you. How do you handle both all your business and your life and having fun as well? And
a good cup of coffee. No. I am a planner. I try to plan, monthly. So I really sit down and try to plan my month. I wake up really early. I believe that, you have your best thoughts when you're not around anyone and you're able to have peace and quiet. So I really try to wake up early, 5 a.m. I'm working from 5 a.m. to sometimes 10 p.m. at night. And it's a hustle for sure, but I'm very passionate about what I do, so it never feels like work. It always feels like fun. It always feels like I'm able to do something new. I'm able to get inspired for a new brand
Yeah, and I've always been a huge advocate of if you're passionate about something, the money comes, it doesn't feel like work, and you're more energized to actually, get through the day and do everything that needs to be done that day. And I think you are a great example of that because, like you said, you took something that you enjoyed doing it, you created it into a company, and now, I mean, it's very successful, correct?
It is, yeah.
And you did that from a passion, really, that it stemmed from.
Yeah, and I am, I'm very grateful that I am able to find my passion, and, I'm very grateful for the mentors that I had that kind of pushed me into knowing to find my passion, because I never knew, like, you had to find your passion. In high school, I was like, I wouldn't never have thought I would be where I am today, looking back now, but I am very grateful for my experience.
Yeah, and you're the paper fashion producer, right?
Yes, so I'm the producer in marketing, media, and entertainment. So
how did you get involved with that? Because that is a huge event here in Colorado.
I was asked to host the show a few years before I became a producer, and I loved the show so much after I hosted it. I was like, I need to be involved more. And if you don't know, the Paper Fashion Show is a fundraiser, and we a portion of the proceeds goes to DAVA, which is Downtown Aurora Visual Arts. So they put on free art programs for youth at risk ages 7 to 17. So they're really awesome, and that's the whole reason I got involved in the Paper Fashion Show was, to make sure they had a safe space, a great environment for being creative at such a young age. And I took, that experience, and I was like, I can help elevate the show to go higher in my personal experiences and my marketing. So that's how I really got involved, and it just kind of took off from there. And me and the Paper Fashion Show team, we've been going strong, and we have another one. We're planning, our next Paper Fashion Show in 2021, hopefully. So
no, I love
it's
it.
Really awesome.
And I just want to hear your story of how you got involved, because prior to that, you were at a nail salon, correct?
Correct. So I do have my nail tech license. I am a nail tech. I did nails for. I'll still do nails, but I love doing nails. I started at a nail salon as a receptionist, and I had a great mentor there. The owners were amazing mentors. They kind of showed me, they're like, you'll make more money if you get your nail license. You'll be able to learn more when you're hands-on, just engaging with people, having conversations with them. And so I went to nail school, got my license, and I was just, engaging. I've took that, what I've learned, and with each client, I built a relationship. And when I was doing one of my clients' nails, she happened to be a publicist, and she, she loved my personality, and she loved my just energy. So she was like, I have a job for you, like you. And then the next week I was, meeting to be the MC of the Paper Fashion Show. So it was really awesome.
So in your opinion, in life, is it luck? Was that luck? Or did you manifest that in some way? Did you know that that is something that you were interested in doing potentially, and you kind of created that?
I feel like I kind of manifested it a little bit because I pursued it. Like I really, once I heard about this position, I couldn't sleep. That's all I knew that I was going to do was, be the MC of this show and make this show get the most exposure. And I that's kind of what I was manifesting. And then to see it happen and to see us do so many pop-ups around Denver and, do so many smaller events to upcoming to the Paper Fashion Show. So I think that it was a little bit of both, a little bit of luck and manifesting.
I love it. Right now, due to COVID, do you think your media company has increased, decreased? How has COVID affected you and your company?
COVID definitely has increased business for us since we do monthly social media management services for small businesses. So it's definitely increased our clientele, and we want to try to help as many businesses as possible to shift over to the digital, and how can they build their brand off of like an e-commerce and just anything like that, because that's the new this is the new world,
right,
and the new business way of things.
And you recently launched your new campaign, You Are Enough, right?
Yes. So we did a You Are Enough campaign in September for September Suicide Awareness Month. We, Oscar, my boyfriend, and I we have a lot of friends that reached out to us, and we wanted to give them resources to help them mentally and just make sure that they are loved. And, during COVID and the pandemic, we all really need to work on our self-care and mental and take care of ourselves. And I really wanted people to know that they are supported in every way and that we are stronger together. And that's really what the whole campaign was for.
How many people did you send that campaign to?
We sent it to about, I think, 35 to 40.
So
boxes,
40 people were impacted. Do you think that expanded from 40 people?
It definitely expanded. I don't know the exact numbers, but we've gotten a really amazing reach, and we're very proud of how, every influencer, every person that participated in the campaign and shared it, we're very happy with the results. And I'm just so excited to see the next campaign that we can do and, where we can move on and grow from here.
No, of course. Yeah, I always think that if you are able to impact just one person, right, that person is then able to impact someone else, and then it's a rippling effect. And I think that is something that you did with your campaign, and it was very powerful in that sense because it did reach, thousands of people through social media. I know when I posted it, people reached out to me and thought, wow, that is such a unique and special gift that you received. So I huge credit to that.
Thank you. Yeah, we love, I really believe in the power of social media influencing, and I think with that you can, promote any campaign, whether it's mental health awareness or, you're promoting your own brand. I think it's super important to take advantage of your resources.
I love it. If you were to start your business all over again today, what would you do differently?
And I was thinking about it a lot, and I was like, what would I do differently? And I am very happy where I'm at now, so I don't think I would do anything differently. I think I am very grateful for what I've done up until this point. I think what I would do differently is read more. What I didn't do back then that I do now is I read a lot more than I did, and I think there's the most amount of knowledge in the world. You just have to take advantage of it. And I think for anyone starting a business, I really encourage you to read, at least an hour and a half a day, because you learn so much. You can learn so much in a business book or, a self-motivating book. And I think those have helped me now build my business and keep it going.
Are there some top books that you can think of right now that you would highly suggest?
I read a lot of real estate books, but I love Think and Grow Rich.
It's a great one. Books and podcasts.
Podcast, The Mindset of a Hustler.
I love it.
Follow them. Podcasts, I really like Eric Thomas. I think I've told you about him too. He's really awesome. He's encouraging. I love one of his podcasts. It's called Beast Mode, so definitely check it out. It's all about, you can overcome it and you can get there. So I love it. Check out that one too. What
is in the works for the rest of the year?
What is in the works? But do we give away all of our secrets?
What is something that you're excited or looking forward to? Maybe not the end of this year or next year.
I am super excited to just go get more involved in the community and get back, because with the Paper Fashion Show, it's a really big community event, and we're able to start up again, and right now we're doing virtual meetings and things like that, but just to get back involved in the community and just to get back helping artists and helping the creative community, because that's what I really love being involved in.
Is there a goal in mind that you have for your company, or something that you are, it's I'm gonna do this. Once I do this, I know I made it.
I have goals, but I don't.
There's not a one thing.
There's not a one thing that's gonna say I made it. I feel like I'm always going to keep pushing for being better and better and better.
No, I love it.
But I think you can be very content. Like I am always like, by the end of the year, I'm like, what are my realistic goals? How much money can I make? Things like that. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, just anything, any goal really that you. I feel like a lot of people, when they start a business or have a business, sometimes they have this one goal, when they say, they're working towards that one goal. They might have a bunch of smaller goals, but that one goal is really where they think, this is where I'm at. I made it.
I think my biggest goal is being able to move out of Denver and still have my business remote anywhere I go. So that's probably going to be the ultimate goal. And my goal to do that is by summer next year. So, and I'm pretty much there. So it's awesome. It's exciting.
Congrats. So you'll be traveling all over the place?
Yeah, I'm gonna move to California, so that's like my, it's always been my home. I don't think Colorado. I'm from Colorado, but
California
my
is.
home. Yeah.
I love it.
Shout out to Lady G.
So what is a piece of advice that you would give to someone who is starting their own business right now?
One piece of advice?
Someone who's just starting. Let's say a lot of people, right now have lost their jobs and are thinking of making that jump of going and doing their own thing that they've been thinking about, and now they have that push. So what is an advice for them
I think
to start?
The biggest advice I could give anyone is you are who you surround yourself with. You should surround yourself with amazing people that are going to keep pushing you to, believe that you can start that business. So surrounding yourself with the positive energy that is going to keep encouraging you. Because that is what has really helped my business, is my amazing support system that has pushed me, and making me overcome the fear of failing, or the fear of, maybe I'm not going to get enough clients this month. Maybe no one's going to like my product.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my support system, and even like you and Malcolm, you guys are great support systems to be around, because you guys push everyone and push me to be the best version that I could be.
Thank you.
So I think surround yourself with great energy and great people.
No, I love it. How are you finding connections right now? Or what's the best way to connect with people?
The best way, I think, we've been connecting through Instagram. I think Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, just reaching out. It is like I was telling you, it's the modern day of door knocking. It's, you're putting yourself out there and trying to build that connection. But since you can only do it virtually, how can you do that? Just reaching out, and even just checking on someone through Instagram and saying like, hey, I hope you're having a great day. Like, that is a great way to build a connection, through
Definitely.
Instagram. So I really encourage you to build your social network.
Yeah, and this is honestly something that I was talking to with someone yesterday about, just sending someone a DM. And I've done that so many times where I looked up to someone, doing something creative, and I wanted to see how they did it, and I just sent a DM. And I think a lot of people are afraid of sending a message to a random person, or are afraid that they're not going to get a response. So I think what you're saying is connecting with people's social media really is one of the best ways to just grow in your business or in life, or just any questions that you could possibly have.
And I think it's the best way to grow your loyalty, and you can be more authentic. You're able to show your personality and see other people's personality. So you can still, like, even just having a Zoom call with someone is a great way to network. And I've seen so many Zoom calls with just building the network and having a Zoom happy hour. So we're all having a cocktail and just cheers, and we don't
awesome.
know each other, but we're able to talk to each other. And in Zoom, it's awesome because you can send people personal messages and connect with them after. So I think just even setting up those, are a great resource, and they're great ways to keep building that network in the virtual way.
No, I love it. Michael, final question. What does a hustler mean to you?
What does a hustler mean to me? It's a boss. It's someone who wakes up every day and is just ready to grind, and I feel like they are ready to work, and they have the discipline.
Discipline. Yeah, I think discipline is a big thing. We're always talking about how, motivation only lasts for a week or two. And after that motivation is gone, if you want to continue, you have to create that discipline, that structure in your life to keep going. So I love that answer.
Yeah, I encourage Oscar every day. I'm like, we need to be disciplined, because that's how I live my life. That's how I live my business. It's, even if I don't want to wake up the next day at 5 a.m., I still have to, because I'm still running a business. And it's all about that discipline and just making sure that you're taking that time. Yeah,
and as an entrepreneur, I think a lot of people, think entrepreneurs have all this free time and they're living the life, when in reality it's a lot more hours invested in time than any other job, really.
Oh, it is. And I'm always playing like Dolly Parton 9 to 5, because I feel like I'm constantly just working, like, always. But I love listening to like Dolly Parton, like that song, because it's a very upbeat, and it keeps me it keeps my passion going. So just that's kind of why love listening to music too.
No, I love it. Michael, thank you so much for being on the podcast today. I really appreciate it. And how can people get connected to you if they're interested in the Michael Garcia media or just following you? How can they get connected?
Yeah, they can go to my website, michaelgarciamedia.com, or they can follow me on Instagram. It's at 2_ Michael Garcia. So, or you can follow Michael Garcia Media on Instagram as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
I'm glad I came.
Woo!
I ain't even worry about the shit no more. I ain't even pray for the kid no more. Did what I did, can't do no more. I've been feeling down like all damn week. I ain't even worry about the chick no more. Thought she was a friend, we ain't friends no more. But I bet she hit the line when I give my tour. I ain't really worried about it's all on me. I ain't even worry about the shit no more. I ain't even pray for the kid no more. Did what I did, can't do no more. I've been feeling down like all damn week. I ain't even worry about the chick no more. Thought she was a friend, we ain't friends no more. But I bet she hit the line when I give my tour. I ain't really worried about it's all on me. I ain't really worried, man, it's all on me. Niggas coming for me, trying to ball on me. Do it straight, tripping, go LeVar on me. But I've been caught up in all this money, the cash, the bitches, the ass, the fame and the fashion, all of it ass. I know I'm not, but pretty sure yet one day I will. Bitch, I'm a prophet, I feel like I'm Moses. I get to the top while they stay on their toes. They try to tell me that nobody likes me, but if I'm the outcast, you must be the roses. Boo, oh, oh, riding around with my boo, oh, oh. Carry the team, I go Drew, oh, oh. All of that work in the stew, oh, oh. Really paying off right now, like... I ain't even worry about the shit no more. I ain't even pray for the kid no more. Did what I did, can't do no more. I've been feeling down like all damn week. I ain't even worry about the chick no more. Thought she was a friend, we ain't friends no more. But I bet she hit the line when I give my tour. I ain't really worried about it's all on me. I ain't even worry about the shit no more. I ain't even pray for the kid no more. Did what I did, can't do it no more. I've been feeling down like all damn week. I ain't even worry about the chick no more. Thought she was a friend, we ain't friends no more. But I bet she hit the line when I give my tour. I ain't really worried about it's all on me. It's all on me, yeah. They try to get me, all on me, yeah. But I can't do it, call the shots, I call the G's, yeah. And it's so fine, but they can't do it, no, but they can't do it, yeah. On me, yeah, it's all on me, when on me, yeah, it's all on me, when on me, yeah, it's all on me, when on me. I say that shit like